Hi, welcome to the Hartley Law Group. I'm Albert Hartley. You are reviewing or looking at our YouTube channel. Hopefully you subscribed and then you've sent it to your 20,000 Facebook friends. Corey, scan down. Get my socks. Get my socks. Get my socks. Bam! Pop of color. There you go. Right there. So we're doing a little bit of red this morning in honor of, well, it was February, Valentine's Day, whatever. But we're going to talk a little bit about long-term care. The firm has opened up a division of financial goods and services division, which I've been working on for years, and we're really starting to roll into that. Life insurance, health, annuity, and long-term care, because that has been sort of a dovetail into our estate practice. And there's two types of, I'm not sure why I'm holding this marker, I may use it, I may not. There's two types of long-term care that's been happening in the legal community. One is what they call Medicaid or Medicare planning, and I'm not going to comment on that. I prefer to have a little more control. My clients have a little more control. That whole process deals with getting your assets out of your name or into a different vehicle so that you can qualify for government assistance or government programs. That's not really a goal for a lot of my clients, is to go on government assistance and then be dictated to. There's some advantages to certain situations, but I'd prefer my clients having the control of a private long-term care insurance policy, because really what you're doing here is what I consider to be a gap in your estate plan, your financial plan. Some of you, like me, who've been divorced later in life, are kind of restructuring everything, and so you've got to find a way to get somebody to take care of you. You may be single, you may be married, but you're going to be a survivor because someone's they're older than you. So really, a survivor dilemma is what I call it. We want to make sure that your estate is set up to where you have a long-term care policy in place to be able to take care of you in your home, to give you the daily benefit that you need, as well as making sure that your spouse, significant other, is taken care of, and you're not depleting the estate for one person to where the survivor has this problem, which is they don't have money. And so what we're trying to do is create an estate plan where we reallocate their resources, make sure their power of attorney, advanced medical directive, their will, their trust, all that's set up appropriately. But if you don't have the financial wherewithal to protect yourself from long-term care, that's an issue. So I want to talk about three myths. Number one, long-term care is nursing home. No, long-term care can be considered to be in-home care as well. I mean, by the time you get into a nursing home, that's a considerable degradation in your physical condition. Number two, it also may enhance or substitute for a disability policy, which you may not be able to get. And number three, and most importantly, long-term care is expensive. Nursing, medical care, you don't want to transition into a facility right away. You may want to stay in your home, and you may want to have the benefit of having in-home care, whether it's assisted or skilled, and therefore you don't want to burden your family members with it. So I tell my clients those three things which we're trying to achieve. Long-term care insurance is a privately held insurance, and you really need to speak to a professional about what type to use. There's all kinds of cool stuff. We're doing some neat things now with a hybrid life insurance product with a death benefit and unlimited benefits and some really cool stuff. And so I think it's really important that you understand and sit down with a professional. Most of my clients think, oh, Al, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. Well, you really can not afford it, because the bottom line is, in the event you go into a facility or need a long-term care situation, you're going to be spending between $5,000 and $8,000 a month. So if you have a policy and you can substitute that for a family member and give them some breaks, I think there's a lot of creative ways now to handle this to where you're building for retirement as well as taking care of your long-term care needs as well. So we're doing a seminar in March, in the next couple weeks, about long-term care. I think we're going to be doing that in combination with Anchor Financial in Greenbrier. I think we're having one on, I think it's the 13th, but we're going to put that on the Facebook page. And we're also going to have the YouTube channel post that as well, so you can get that. We'd love for people to sign up. It's an RSVP situation. Then we got limited seating, which everybody says that, but in this particular case, it actually is true. We do have limited seating. We're not just trying to say that to get people to join, because that's what most people say. But we actually only have 20 seats per per seminar. Part of that is because there's a lot of information, and if you get more than 20 people in a room, well, it's a waste of time. Half the people aren't even listening. So you want 20 people in there. That way, if there's questions, we can answer them in a timely fashion. Then we're doing 11:30 and 5, but Corey will get that posted and we'll get all that straight. We'd love to have you. I think it's the second week of March. I will be turning 45, so I got to look at long-term care because no one's taking care of me, you know. So I got to make sure I'm taken care of. So we got to make sure that's straight, and it's be a good opportunity to learn about long-term care, as well as talk about your estate plan, your will, trust, power of attorney, advanced medical directive, living will, all the fun stuff that kind of deals with your death. But you know, you won't need all that, but it'll be fun to talk about it and get that thing in place. I know most of you are saying, I've got to do that. I've got to get my estate plan done. Well, come to the seminar, learn about long-term care, learn about Social Security, and retain us to do your estate plan. That way you'll get these things that have been bugging you behind you, and it'll make you have a lot of peace of mind. So just a quick video here on long-term care, giving you a shout out about the seminar that's coming up. We'll be sending that out by email, as well as requesting through this video right now that you join our YouTube channel and share that with your friends. So it's the Hartley Law Group on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you guys at the seminar coming up in mid-March. Thanks a lot. Bye.